When in the coaching session, the coach sets the pace that does not leave much space to the client to really reflect and process their feelings, emotions, or thoughts. So simply the coach natural pace of, thinking or speaking is much faster than the clients, and coach really struggles to kind of, take a step back and to slow down a little bit themselves. So then the coaching conversation turns into like a ping pong game without much of a, expanded, relaxed, grounded space for client to reflect. One, again, we've been talking about it in the previous competency, but here this behavior comes in again when the coach's listening is too active, when there are lots of feeling words and noises like yeah, yeah. So those feeling words or sounds again do not kind of add too much noise into the coaching conversation, and they don't allow those moments of silence for a client to process their thinking. Interpretations coming here in place again, where when the coach interrupts far too frequently, or when the interruption does not serve the coaching process and the client's movement forward towards the focus of the session or the desired outcome. When there is no space, again coming back to that ping pong game, when there are no space between clients ending speaking and the coach's next question. So when the coach is just, rushing a little bit too much to ask the next question and then the next question, or making a next comment. So you do really, as a coach, need to be comfortable with that silence and the space, and giving the client, the possibility not just to stop speaking, but to stop thinking on the question that you asked before. Asking multiple questions, so in coaching they're also called stacked questions, when basically we ask, 2 or even 3 questions in a row, really confusing the client which specific question they need to answer, and the client then either, not just asking us to repeat the question, or answering that one which is, the last one, or which they which they like the most. So allowing for silence, pause, and reflection. Being okay with silence. Many of us not. And this is why, again, coaching is such a beautiful way of being, is that it does support our personal growth and development as coaches. When we are creating that grounded environment through the space and silence, we are encouraging the client to be grounded too, and to also feel comfortable with that silence, because this is a space for them to connect to themselves, to connect to their feelings, emotions, and to their thoughts. So as coaches, we do provide intentional silence. Again, when we ask the question and the client answered the question, we're not rushing with the next comment or next question. We're sitting just a little bit longer, just a moment longer, to really ensure that the client is ready for the next input, be it a reflection or observation or a question. If the client is coming to the session with, certain emotions, and maybe those emotions are, very intense, instead of trying to to interrupt the client experiencing those emotions or feeling uncomfortable with those emotions and wanting to move sooner to a safer territory. Again, we are holding that empathetic space and holding silence, allowing the client to feel what they feel and experience what they are experiencing in that moment. So we also give that space to give the responsibility to the client to choose what will happen next. Isn't it beautiful? I mean, we are often so stressed and anxious about, okay, what next? What shall I do next? How about just staying silent for a moment or two and give a client responsibility to choose what will be happening next in the coaching session. Phew, it is relieving, isn't it? So I would like to encourage you to practice the moments of silence, not only in the coaching conversations, but in any conversation with your partners, your friends, your colleagues. So this is certainly that coaching skill that can be practiced anywhere and anybody can benefit from it.